Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Managerel doing some hacking stuff. Alright, so what was going on here was I was doing a relic site and I didn't have my recorder running, but when I got a can that had 42 million ISK in it, I had to turn it on. So I got through one site and I had one more relic site to do, so I fired it up. And what I've been noticing is that the Relic 1 sites are really paying off a whole lot better than any other Relic sites. So what we did was warped into the next site and started scanning stuff down, targeting, locking, just religiously watching D-scan. Now, I'm actually surprised at the amount of traffic that was not in this wormhole system. I was right off of a main trade hub, one jump away, which is usually like pretty significant for getting some decent traffic through a wormhole, and it just didn't happen. It was quiet the entire way through, and it was just beautiful. So as you can see here, got a little bit over 40 million ISK running through the rest. Just scanning and flying. I changed my my finning just a little bit. I dumped out the stasis webifier and I put a prop mod in there. Nothing major, just a regular little civvy afterburner. Something to get me from A to B a little bit faster. That slow boating from can to can was just killing me. So here we go, scanning some more. I'm trying to get a little bit better with my hacking minigame, trying to jump around a little bit more using those star methods, so if I do hit a little bit of a blockade or those restoration nodes like that, I don't hit them twice. Just little things that you end up picking up along the way after doing things for so long. Now right here, I didn't think I had enough virus strength to get through that 90 up there, but after like clicking around for a minute and not finding anything, I just decided to risk it for a biscuit, and it paid off anyway. So things to bear in mind. Now guys, this really is like one of the easiest ways to make a lot of ISK. I think you can see down there we just made like another 40 million. Guys, I was in this wormhole for, Lord, maybe 8 minutes, scanning down the first relic site that I went into. 40 million ISK. I've been in this system 3.5 minutes now, and I'm upward of the better part of 80 million. Now, usually I have a unspoken rule. When I hit 20, I warp out and I drop off. However, at this particular point, I didn't want to do that, just because if somebody else came into this wormhole system and started running these sites, I didn't want to give them the chance to make my ISK. So a little bit risky, yes. I mean, just floating around with close to 80 million in ISK is a big loss. If I had gotten ganked at any particular point. But like I said, it was really slow, so I didn't feel the need to do the drop off. Now, like I said in the previous video, if you guys are trying to alpha to plex out to omega, I mean, you only need to make 30 million ISK a day, and you're set. I mean, right here we're already upwards of 80 million, so I mean, that's days and days and days ahead, and that just took 20 minutes. Now, at this particular point in time, I had just recently lost my caracal to an NPC ship that I was running a corp mission with last night, and so getting the better part of 80 to 90 million ISK and having like the fundage to halfway pay for a Stratios or a really decent battle cruiser, regular cruiser, is just, it's nice. All right, last couple of cans right here. Getting up right along. I was really hoping to break the 100 mil mark out of this particular wormhole. But as you can see, we're approaching the mark. Whew. Getting close, just 2 more cans to go. So yeah, so having the extra prop mod there definitely helps get me around a little bit faster, especially when I'm like having to compete if there are people in the system or not. So just little changes. And I threw in the damage amp mod, or the drone damage amp modifier too, just to give myself a little bit of extra damage with my drones, since the Astero is primarily a drone damage ship. See right there, using the rule of 6s as best I can, trying to get to that core as fast as possible. And last one. I don't know what was going on right here. My ship was not having it, apparently. Being a disobedient little thing. Chewbacca took a day off, so now I was stuck with C-3PO, and that's obviously why the ship wasn't going in the right direction. So, one last one. Usually I multitask and scan and do a pod at the same time, a can at the same time. Save myself some time, but check out the final result. 96 million ISK. Guys, this whole entire thing literally took less than 24 minutes. And balling status. That's about all I got, guys. Manager L signing.